Territorial Cup, a prized possession for both the Cats and the Devils, but only one gets to take this rivalry hardware home, and it's time to find out if we'll bear down or forks up. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Arizona Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sun Devils offense will take the field first. Zona had a huge celebration with a big win the last time they saw the Devils.
And it just felt like in that game, everything Arizona dialed up was working. Arizona State's defense in this game, David, they have got to play better.
They got to play better. They got to step up because last time the Sun Devils got that pitchfork stolen, and the Wildcats used it on them over and over again.
So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's think a second about Arizona State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down. The 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they swarm him under.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Arizona's offense will go to work for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes his man miss. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. Let's chat a little big picture Arizona. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's complete. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding him.
The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
He runs out of bounds at the 26.
And the Sun Devils are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under pressure and down he goes at the 33. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On target to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Lining up for the PAT.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado, and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools there.
Yeah, and it goes back obviously that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Got it behind the line. It's Coates. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a pop.
Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Looking to convert, Arizona comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Anderson wants to throw. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here.
Got room on the return. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. Nice move to keep running. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll try the run. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finding open area. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Still looking. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Anderson will throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Callow. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Give to the running back. At the 45 on its way. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Found a seam. Beck's going for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Anderson wants to throw. Works the middle of the field. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires toward the target. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Sun Devils come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And the Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Floating away. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies. Throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming. Bear down. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richardson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Anderson will throw. He lets one fly deep. Makes a grab for a big play. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Flushed out of the pocket.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quickly out to the tight end. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Under fire. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Nice job by the kickoff team. He stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Territorial Cup rivalry is among the most bitter in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Arizona and Arizona State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Anderson wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
With the catch, it's Coates. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, Wildcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, what a cut! He's loose. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
To the air on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Got a man in the middle.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Burks. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. Smashes through the tackle. All kinds of room to the right. And another broken tackle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Anderson will throw. Got him downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Arizona. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
Giving the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out fast. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to run, it's Verrier. Nice move there. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Right back to it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground. Back to pass, it's Burks.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fitted in the window for the score. Sparky is putting the pitchfork to them as Arizona State stretches the lead.
And they got this thing cooking. All the momentum. They've handled the moment of this rivalry game really, really well, and the momentum firmly on their side.
Sparky's a team that always just seems to be going for the jugular. If you give them an opening, they're going to take it, and right now they're pulling away.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Thomas.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches.
There he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. They'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coates. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Jackrabbit.
Looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Looking downfield, it's long. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive to get.
He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 25. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play. They're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Intercepted deep in his own end. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Arizona State! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Oh, they block it.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, it's Verrier. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Here we go, here we go.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field.
Let's go.
Off the play fake on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. So now it's 2nd and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's long. Puts it out of the air. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
1st and goal.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
He's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down.
Tight end trying to get in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
65, Arizona, 31.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that. Out of bounds and avoid the loss. Let's talk a little about Arizona. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want...
Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Anderson will throw. Got a man. It's Riggs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good... They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC.
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Arizona comes out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. So the latest edition of the Duel in the Desert in the books, and Arizona State will take home college football's oldest rivalry trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.